What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the EAFC Career Mode. It's episode number 86, coming on the back of the season opener. In the last episode we made 4 new signings to our Sociedad team, 3 of which go straight in the first 11. That's El Canous coming in for a great bargain buy from Manchester United. Diamande coming in to replace Lakiba as our new centre-half alongside Hato. And we also picked up Cabrera, the dual-sided fullback from Sevilla, and of course the big signing, Fuentes. Back in the save in his prime from Luton at 25 years old. So today what we're going to try and do is play through the entirety of the rest of the summer window. There's only £8 million remaining in the budget, so I think we might be done for signings, but possibly 1 or 2 might arrive. We'll have deadline day, we'll have the draw for the Champions League group stage, and also try and squeeze in 1 or 2 more games as well. So yeah, loads to get through. Let's just crack straight on. We're starting off with a massive bid for Zakarian, though of course whilst last year was a bit of a slow burner for me, in the end he picked it up in the second half of the season, in particular, a crucial member of our squad, so he's staying right here. I don't think we'll make any more sales now. You know, we're down to 23 men in the squad, and if I'm being totally honest here, we've got a lot of bids for Hato this year. He's going nowhere. I think personally, whilst I do want to get us up to 25, I'm okay with the squad as it is. I just want 1 or 2 more recruits for the squad. The first 11's great. The bench is reasonably strong too. All I'm worried about is the lack of depth. Again, we're going to keep it realistic, keep it at 25 men in the squad. I wouldn't mind a new striker and possibly a new reserve fullback, but other than that, I don't think there'll be any more sales in this team. The problem is, again, we've had our season to get money there, but it's not a lot. We're only up now to 13 mil. That's not even that. That's not really enough for 2 really good squad players. Not in modern day football. To be fair though, I might make this guy my first signing today. Free transfer, Abdallah Ali, Tunisian CDM. Any guesses on who he's the region of in the free agents pool right now? We look at his stats here. Fantastic physicals, and to me, even though he's naturally listed as CDM, I see this guy being a ball-playing centre-half, personally, with some great defensive stats. But yeah, I'm going to make this guy my first signing. There's very little available on the free agents list right now because we're a month and a half into the window. But I'm going to make this guy my first signing. Again, this is practically all we can do right now, as we've got very little money to work with, and I don't want to sell anyone. So I'm going to bring this guy in. God, can you imagine being 16 years old and signed for a top-tier European club and put on £1,000 a week at 16, mate? What a start to adult life, man, seriously. And Abdallah Ali, that fantasy is now reality. In on a 5-year deal, the Tunisian, 16 years old, and yeah, buzzing with his free transfer here. I'll show you my global transfer network scout instructions in a moment. But a very simple way to find this guy. Use that first team prospect or world-class prospect criteria, tick that box, and you'll find players like this. So yeah, Ali is in. He shows great potential, so you love to see that. And again, already 73 rated, but to me, again, look at these stats here. I definitely could be a centre-half. The jumping's okay, the strength is alright, but I think he'd probably grow a rating or 2 playing CB. But because of the fact we've got 4 CBs already, I think I might just keep him at CDM and do something interesting here, and that is change Fatli Haika, who's the young Albanian that we had when we took over, to left back, because all of our fullbacks are right-footed. Fresneda, Calderon, and the lad we bought in from Sevilla, Cabrera, they're all right-footed, even though Calderon now is that 5-star weak foot. So what I'm going to do with Haika is, because we didn't play him last year, we didn't have a use for him, but he's 73 rated. At CM, he's never going to get a game ahead, behind Maldonado, Ali, Engels, Crespo, Eze, and so on. So I'm actually going to convert Haika to left back. You look at his stats here. Physically, his stamina's not the best, but it's not terrible. Crossing's not the best, but it's not terrible. But defensively, he's alright. So we can't get him a game at CDM. I'm going to ask him to play left back. He's not quite a Kai Havertz under Nagelsmann playing left back, but this little position change for him might be the best thing that ever happened to him. Yeah, I love it when a player doesn't really have much favour with a manager in the position he's been playing his entire career in, and then he just reinvents himself completely in a totally new position. I think that's so cool. I love that. a real sign of versatility, adaptability, willingness to learn. I think it's brilliant. But anyway, my scouting instructions are here for you. You've got first team prospect and world class. These are both 60 to 50 and contract 0 to 5. We've got those looking for the freebies or the cheap deals with 1 year left on their contract, but a world class condition. And this is how I found that Tunisian CDM. 16 to 20. Sometimes I'll up that to like 21 or 22. But either a first team prospect or a world class prospect. The scouts will look for either of those. They don't need to be world class prospects, with like 85 plus potential, but they'll still find some good gems with a first team prospect condition on as well. So yeah, it's just a simple tip to set your scouts up that way. Personally, I don't think you need to go crazy with the instructions and the play styles and so on. You can be quite liberal with it, and you'll find players that are right for you with these kind of instructions here. Right, first game, Mallorca away on the Balearic Islands for our season opener. Asked to win the treble once again this season after last year narrowly missing out on the league title. I do believe that is one trophy we should be targeting. Vamos Sociedad. Yeah, I don't know about the Champions League, but the league for sure. We were so close last season, only just came up short by a point, wasn't it, I think? And yeah, last year against the Copa del Rey final as well. I'm definitely targeting a domestic double. I'd say for the CL, with the team we've got, it's good, but again, the lack of depth is a concern. We are going to get an injury or three during the season. I would say just reaching the good save, Fuentes. I would say just reaching the semi-finals in our first season back in the big time, that would be enough for me. No reason why we couldn't go all the way. But the league and the cup are going to be my main focus this season. Easy. Oh, drilled past Fuentes this time. And to be fair, that opening goal was coming from Mallorca. And they've got it as well. Drilled in for about 20 yards. And the hosts have the lead. Right, okay. Well, losing the season opener is hardly the way you want to start off when you've been asked to win the league title. Okay, plenty of game to go, but I haven't got going yet. Not at all. And I have been saying, since we brought in El Canu, should we change to a 4-2-3-1? That might end up being the right thing to do, because we need to get him further forward, as Abdullah fires in a leveller instantly. And you might have noticed for this season, with Ramiro dropping to the bench, we need someone new to wear the armband out there. I've given it to the Salah regen. He's so good. Sorry, out wide. Zakarian has Crespo with him, and he'll find him. And we need a teammate here, Calderon, to play to down left-hand side. Nice build-up. Can we get Abdullah through again? Almost. But, hold on. Off the post. Scored 2 in that Conference League final. He still needs to become better at finishing to become a great box-to-box in this team. Still, turned the game on its head in terms of momentum, but got to win the opening day, man. Can't start off with a draw. Easy, come on. I've got momentum on my side right now as Fuentes makes a good save there with his feet at the near post and keeps it at 1-1. He's made some good saves already on his debut. Whether he should have been beaten for the goal or not, questionable, but he's certainly made his fair share of good stops. Still 1-1. Do see someone winning this, but at the moment it could go either way. 5 minutes to go. Looks as though we'll start off with a draw. Have switched to the 4-2-3-1. I've chucked Abdullah up top because he's just so hard to get off the ball. So that means he can create and score as well. As Engel's also off the bench. Oh, I just couldn't squeeze it through. I have to say, in the games where Kai Havertz not doing it for me like this one, that might be the best strategy to do. Chuck Abdullah up top and see what he can do for us. El Canus. There he is! Yes! Get in! What a way to start your first game as a skipper. Oh, I think that's the best thing to do. I'll overlay it on the screen right now, but Abdullah, chuck him up top in games like this where Kai Havertz not doing it for me. Because I'm not sure I trust Maestro long term. But when John's misfiring, put Abdullah up top and just change him to CF because he's so physical. And again, he can set the play up, hold it up, but also finish as well. And that's how we've won it. Get in. Don't normally make a tactical move that ends up working out. Normally it backfires on me, but this time I'll take it. So he's turned down a couple of bids there for Crespo and Zakarian. And look at this, Spain have just offered me the job. I said I feel as though now we've missed a boat for international management. I was waiting for the right offer to come in. It just never really did. There was never really one that really interested me, and at the time with Luton we were building something there. I didn't want to take my attention away from that, but another bid here for Hernandez. I might just block the offers on the starters now, because I'm not going to sell anyone between now and deadline day, and I still would like to bring someone in as well. I wouldn't be against selling Hernandez because he's not growing, but to be honest, he's a third choice centre-half. I can also play left back and right back. I think for this small Sociedad side, it'll probably be better just to keep him. Right, second game of at least 3 today. First home game, Villarreal at the Reali Arena. Starting off with a narrow win from behind. Hopefully more of a convincing win in this one here. Asked to win the league title, you got to win your home games, no doubt about that. First game in San Sebastian this season, Villarreal at the Reali Arena. I made a bold decision not to replace Kolo Muani and just trust John, who last season was pretty good to be fair since coming back. But whether that was the right decision or not, I guess only time will tell. Maldonado, this guy's amazing, man. I love this guy, I tell you. As Abdullah gets away. Brilliant dribble in and a shot. Fine. Oh, I found it. Oh, no. I didn't go in. I thought that went wide. Sorry, my eyes must have deceived me. I thought it hit a deflection and hit the side end. I want to see that under. How did that go in? That, to me, it was wonderful work from Maldonado. Good dribbling for Abdullah. But he takes it around a giant turner. Oh, it does. Takes a nick off the man, Kimpembe. But it still creeps in. I thought it took a deflection off Presnel, hit the side net, and instead, it still finds the back of the net. And Abdullah's claiming it because it was on target. 3-2 for the new skipper in our match day squad. Goodness gracious, man. What a player he is. Still leading by 1. Villarreal looking for that leveling on. He might get it. Oh, great tackle, Diamande. Well done, mate. And forward we go as well. Zakarian finds Kai Havertz, gets it back off him. I don't really know where I'm going here, so I'm waiting for an overlapping run. There it is from Calderon. Great storming run. Abdullah, not again, surely. Oh! So second half underway. And leading by 1 still. I think we could do a second goal there to try and wrap this up. Abdullah times that brilliantly. And John Kai Havertz is still rapid despite his advancing years. And he's got his first of the year as well. Big decision not to replace Kolo Muani and trust John Kai Havertz, the academy grad. And he says, Gaffer, I won't let you down. But for Abdullah, whilst he didn't get the goal, he's been involved in all 4 of our first goals to start the season off. Perfectly timed through ball. Kai Havertz behind Kimpembe. Advancing years, not quick enough anymore. And the finish makes it 2 and surely wraps it up. When you notice there's a slow defender in that back line, you've got to take advantage of that because Kimpembe is not going to add the pace. And with the pace that we've got, it means that when they're playing a high line, like the vast majority of teams do nowadays, you're going to get, that's a very lucky goal, we'll take the lucky. What? What's she giving there? What? What's something disallowed for? What's she blown up for there? What? Sorry, I'm trying to see what she's given there, because I can't tell. Ball played back, shot comes in, deflects off his man. Oh, how unlucky is that? It takes the slightest of nicks off Kai Havertz's hand. That's what it's been disallowed for. I was proper curious there, but there you go. So for those that ask whether I've still got handballs turned on, I do, just not for penalties. But for moments like that, an infringement is given. It's a nice little assist with a hand there. Oof. That's a nasty tackle that, and Hato has gone down. And, oh yeah, it's going to be a long-term injury. Not quite sure just how long it will be. He's going to play everyone on side there if he doesn't get back to his feet. There we go. But that is going to be a long-term injury. So I said, you know, this is part of the challenge with this Sociedad team playing in La Liga, the 25-man squad registration rule. I like it, you know, I like it. It's restrictive, it's challenging, but it makes it even more fun. I said coming to Sociedad I wanted a challenge, and there's lots of reasons why. This has been a tough one. There's another right there. When a player goes down injured long-term, you got a bit of a problem. And that is going to do it, and it will be a first win at home this season, a first clean sheet for Fuentes, and back-to-back wins to start this season off, where Abdullah's been involved in all 4 of our goals. Perfect start for Sociedad. Question is, how bad is that injury for Jarrell? Normally find out in a post-match interview with the medical team leaking the injury details, and there we go. It's 3 months, so you know what it's going to be. I know what it's going to be. The Joel Cox special, you can't avoid it in career mode. Broken toe. Hato, done until mid-November at the earliest. That's a blow, that. Really good centre-back. Probably our best centre-back, I would say, actually. And that means Hernandez will have to come and step in for the Dutch defender who will take a seat in the Rezzies. Like I said, this adds to the challenge, man. Adds to the challenge. We've still got one more spot in our squad to give out, so maybe a new defender might be worth bringing in before deadline day. For those that ask about the injury sliders, by the way, I said before, I feel like we get a realistic rate of injuries. That's not the problem. It's just that there's no variety. So it's 75 frequency and 56 severity. Right now, I'm finding that to be a bit of a sweet spot for injuries. Sometimes I lower this down a little bit if there's been too many injuries in a row, and sometimes this will be lowered down a little bit if I've had like an ACL and a few more long terms as well. What was it again? 56? I think it was 56. But yeah, like for the most part, I find this to be quite a realistic rate. By the way, they're all 50 everywhere else. It's just for the injuries that I've adjusted. But yeah, so do give this a go. I say this a lot. Like, if you want to make your career modes more enjoyable, a little bit more challenging, and a lot more realistic too, up your sliders. And I'm finding that this is a bit of a sweet spot for me this year. But again, the problem for me isn't with the rate of injuries or the severity. It's natural for players to go down for, like, 4 to 6 weeks, 2 or 3 months at a time, maybe a season ender if you're unlucky, but it's the lack of variety. You can't always have a broken toe, Right, following game, Real Zaragoza away. An amazing team for an RTG in the Segunda divisions, by the way. Obviously an amazing city, beautiful city actually. Of course, won the Cup Winners' Cup versus Arsenal back in 1995. Naeem lobbing David Seaman from the halfway line. Showing my age a bit here, ain't I? But yeah, Zaragoza away. Good to see him back in La Liga. Sure, Arsenal fans, well, those Arsenal fans of a certain age will remember that. Long time ago now, back in the late 90s, mid 90s, 1990s anyway. Yeah, Naeem literally got the ball like here and just literally smacked it on a volley. Just a hopeful shot really out of thin air. Well, of course he meant it, but I mean, he probably didn't expect it to go in. But Seaman lobbed, and some might say Ronaldinho took inspiration for that. But for what he did to Seaman in the World Cup a few years later. But yeah, Zaragoza are one of the best RTG teams to use in the Segunda Division. Not going to lie, I've definitely thought about using them a few times on my channel. Never done it, but maybe this is the year I will. Who knows? Oh, careful. Right. Oh, no, Fuentes stuck in a trance. Not for the first time. And the hosts have the lead. You might see, actually, I'll show you on the replay here. Watch this here with Fuentes. Just about to run, and then he stops. Then he stops and backpedals. Come on, mate. Listen to Drake on Western Road Flows. Don't get hyped for the moment and start to backpedal. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. If you're going to come out, you've got to commit to that. Annoying. Frustrating. And maybe when I start a new career mode, it'll be fixed. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when it happens. But for now, I think it's safe to say in this career mode, GK Rush Out is always going to be a little bit broken. Where you going? Yeah, we'll have that, thank you. And forward we go, Maldonado. Trying to send through Kai Havertz. Oh, what a ball, what a touch. What a piece of skill. And what a finish. All in all, what a goal. Absolutely brilliant. First time Abdulah's not been involved, but Maldonado, what a ball. No wonder he's the first man to celebrate with him. And Kai Havertz, still a lot of work to do, does it expertly. That's yours, Calderon, all day, mate, all day. There we go. And cross-fielded out wide towards Fresneda. Abdulah's with him, going to try and get him on the ball if I can. There we go. Once he is on the ball, expect some fireworks. Fresneda, Kai Havertz. Abdullah, make the right run, coming into you. In behind Mendes. Oh, massive block on Zakarian. Gotta do what you did to Mallorca and come from behind to win this. 24 minutes still to bag a winning goal. And keep our 100% start going. Maldonado. Abdullah. Stepping inside. Oh, what a save. It's funny, Zaragoza isn't exactly a proper famous city, if you will. But it is one that's on my list of places I really want to go before I die. I'm not a big traveller. I don't have that much interest in exploring too much. But Zaragoza, to be fair, is one place. I don't know why. I'm just really drawn to it. I'd love to visit one day. And it'll be a miss if I never do. Anyway, they're going to do the first thing to stop us this season. So we'll stay unbeaten in our first three. But First game we failed to get the win. Just couldn't come from behind to find that late winner in the end. And just a point. Sadly though, no matter how you look at it, that is a slip up. And so, as deadline day is here, you see the top deals going through here. Batterina! Bournemouth icon going to Stuttgart now for £70 million. We got one more squad slot to be allocated, so I probably will make a signing with only 13 mil, less than that actually, I think. Yeah, 12.5 million. Don't really expect us to get anyone of too much quality. Have looked at a few of the old Milan youngsters we had, including Shabalala, but now he's grown to 79 overall. Be able to get him, but I'm not too sure. And then there's the centre forward. Remember Angelo Bianco, who was our best prospect in the academy. Bianco, sorry. Oh my goodness, 82 rated now at just 20 years old. My goodness, 99 ball control, 95 dribbling. This guy, oh my word, well out of our price range. He's become a bit of a star there at Milano, so I can't afford him either. So I don't know. I'll probably do a couple of advances on the day, see if any bids come in. I probably will make a signing, but it's slim pickings because of our small transfer budget. Yeah, I think Shabalala, unfortunately, probably just a bit out of our price range. Shame that, because I wouldn't mind bringing him back. You know, we don't need to sign every former Luton or Milan player, but one or two here and there would be quite nice. But whilst we've got another bid for Hernandez, and Stade Rennais want to bring Kai Havertz back to France, but 2-2 now for John, and I'm going to turn that deal down. In fact, I actually might make him my number 9 this year. So yeah, not going to accept that, and Sebastian is going to stay as well. Sorry, Bournemouth. So yeah, I don't really think we'll be able to get Shabalala. I might put a bid in and just include a massive sell-on clause and hope for the best, but I think personally he's going to be just slightly out of our price range. I'll do my best, but I think this season probably not got enough money. Because don't forget, the budget nowadays is a combined budget, so we will still need to pay a contract, which means that really 10 mil is the absolute max, and I mean the max we could probably offer Milan. So I'll offer him a massive sell-on clause, because once he's here I'll have no plans to sell him, but I think really I mean, honestly that would be tempting, I'm not going to lie, but I can't, can I? No, I can't do it. I love him. I absolutely love him to pieces, man. I just can't do that. Eberechi's a fan favourite. He's helped me settle in. And, they don't even want that much money for it. If they would have just agreed a sell-on clause, we could probably do this, you know. 11 mil. Would that be... I don't know if that would be enough, you know. It might, but it might not. And they still have to take a massive undervaluation bid anyway. No. We're going to fall short by about 250k, I think. Go on, Milano. 11.75 million. They've accepted it, but I don't think it'll be enough for a contract. I think we're going to fall just short of getting this deal over the line. Just under 2 years left on his deal. But the problem is he's on 54 grand a week now. They're giving him a big contract since I left, so we'd have to take a big pay cut to come and play for me. And whilst in that Milan side he's not going to play, here he'd probably play a bit more. We ain't got the salary for this, unfortunately. If he was going to take a pay cut, I could see him going down to about 35 grand a week. But nah, even that's still too much money. That's gutting, mate. Absolutely gutting. And there's no way he'd accept that anyway. So that is that's gutting. Absolutely gutting. Just don't add the pennies. Maybe in January, but not right now. Just looking on the transfer list right now in the Premier League. This young winger, to be fair, at Newcastle, wouldn't mind trying to resurrect his career and come in. Eberechi, being English himself, could help him settle. Maybe France, possibly. Anyone available? I'm really scraping the barrel there, aren't I? But this is why I'm really enjoying this save, man, because it's so much more challenging than previous ones I've done. And I'm so glad I joined Sociedad, because again, it's been a real challenge since coming here to the Real Arena. But it's definitely breathed new life into the save, because with Milan, we got so good so quick. With Sociedad, Could Jesus still do it at 35 years old? On a 1-year deal, maybe? Take on that expiring contract? That is definitely something to think about there. I wouldn't be against that, you know, just giving him one last go. So what I'm going to do is take Fontana on a 1-year loan, because it means we don't need to pay a transfer fee. And again, we only need a third choice striker anyway. You know, Kai Havertz will lead the line, Maestro off the bench. I don't mind him, to be fair, the Argentine. And that means that Fontana will be more than good enough as a third choice striker, just for emergency cover at 71 overall. And it means that we'll still have a little bit of money to play with in January if we want to sell one of our squad players and bring someone else in. That's probably the best thing to do there, I'd say. Yep, not quite the Milano player we're looking for. Not Gabriel Long, not Joel Cox, not Bianco, not Shabalala, but instead, not quite the best player in the lot there. But even so, he could still get a bit better. Carlo Fontana, 71 rated, and again, only here as emergency cover on a 1-year deal, so don't read too much into this. He'll barely play regardless, but just there to fill out the squad as we've now maxed it at 25 men. So probably with the low budget we had, the best thing to do, because we'll still have a bit of cash remaining for January if we want to make any sales and signings. So we shall leave it there then for deadline day. Our business done, up to a 25-man squad. And again, with this Sociedad team, the first team was fantastic. I think we've really improved it brilliantly. You know, Fuentes coming in as our successor for... No, both these bits are silly. Sorry, my mind's gone blank. Yeah, for Ramiro between the sticks. You know, we've obviously got El Canus coming in from Manchester United so far. I haven't got much going with him yet. But also as well, bringing Cabrera, dual-sided fullback, exactly what we wanted as well. See the top deals, look at that. Do you remember him? Malcolm Cameron. He's gone back to Bayern Munich for a Bilbao for 133.4 mil. Enzo Fernandez goes to Roma for 97.3 mil. And the Batman also, as we saw earlier, goes to Stuttgart as well. And of course, Diamande coming in too. Very glad I got him now with the injury to Hato. I would say personally, the only negative to this squad is the thing that we can't really change due to realism, and that is the lack of depth. Granted, yes, I could have had more quality in depth, but I've gone for first team quality over strong squad depth instead this season. Whether that proves to be the right decision or not, I guess only time will tell. And as I've just stopped on the Friday, we'll now see the draw for the group stage. And I think we'll end today's episode here by seeing who we've got with Sociedad back in the big time. Leverkusen, Celtic and PSV. So, yeah, not the toughest of groups, but it certainly won't be easy either. PSV Eindhoven, the Dutch side, Celtic, never an easy place to go, Celtic Park, and to be fair, Leverkusen are having an absolutely amazing resurgence under Xabi Alonso. Yep, that'll do it for today's episode of the EA FC Career Mode, guys, so big thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, have a fantastic day, and I'll be back in the next one, where Sociedad will aim to reclaim their spot on top of La Liga, stay undefeated, and we'll have our first games in the Champions League with Sociedad since taking over at the Reali Arena. Thanks for watching, much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of the EA FC Career Mode very soon.